The Bulldogs desperately need players and you're just signing everyone.
Can you teach them how to retain players?
Well, yeah, well, there's a bit of an art form, isn't there, to this? We're not going to retain everybody.
Really?
You lost a kid to rugby, so...
I think Angus is available to talk to, isn't he?
Yeah, but they don't want to keep... I don't think they're happy to let Angus go.
No, I'm saying he'd go okay for the Dogs if they want something there. He could handle a middle for a while.
He could play middle, Angus.
Could.
Not the worst shout.
Oh, he's better than any of these guys as a middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I answer your question?
No, you dodged it expertly.
Yeah. But yeah, another re-signing, Satili Tupanua.
Yeah, 3 years. Yep. 3 years on the back of Nat Butcher doing the same thing. So yeah.
And Siwa Wong.
Big year. And Siwa, yeah. Big year for Satili Tupanua. I sort of don't know where he's at. I was surprised by the length of that deal, actually.
He's had some injuries, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I think he had the knee and then he's had a bit of a neck issue that's made him a bit, I think.
But before that, he's been tremendous, I thought. So.
Yeah.
But you're a big Siwa Wong man. So,
I'm a big Siwa Wong man, yeah, I think so. I think Satili's got to get it done in big games. He's had some, he's caused a bit of damage over the years, but not so much in the big games.
What do they do there? Because then they've got 3 edge back rowers. Does one of them play in the middle or play lock, or what do you do?
Yeah, I'm not too sure because you got.
And they've got Angus as well.
Angus, you got Spencer coming into that prop rotation too. That prop rotation's pretty red hot.
So how does Victor Radley?
So how does your forward pack look now?
God. Yeah, we'll start.
Do you start Jared?
Horses for courses, I think. I think he'll start some, but not. Yeah, I think you've got to sort of manage him through the season.
Your man, Lindsay Collins.
Gee, that's a good forward pack, isn't it?
It's very ridiculous. I mean, you'd think you'd be starting. I think they'll start the season with Collins and Warrior Hargreaves and then Spencer off the bench.
Yeah. Then you have Wong on one side. Who is it? Do you start Crichton or?
How do you drop Butcher after the year here?
Yeah, Butcher's been fantastic. He was outstanding. Yeah.
So do you carry 2 edge guys?
Well, there's Egan Butcher as well, who who's been playing a bit of middle.
One of them will have to play as well. One of them will have to play in the middle. Tupanua. Well, Crichton can play middle. Yeah. And Tupanua will play middle. I don't.
I think he can, but I don't think it's his spot. He's one guy that you'd rather see on the edge with his athleticism and all that.
Should win the comp with that team, with that forward pack.
Well, it's pretty good.
Butcher, Crichton.
And that's a red.
Lenu. I haven't got you a 14 yet on the bench in your 4.
Well, they've got a few of those too. I mean, Sandon Smith emerged as a. He was outstanding, wasn't he? He had a great final series. It was terrific, and Connor Watson's been re-signed as well. So,
mate, honestly,
that's the one that Canterbury could. Even the one Canterbury wanted another utility, and they couldn't get him. That's the one utility they couldn't get.
Oh, he just loves.
Well, we didn't mention Drew Hutchison before either, did we? He's got to be a utility value. They got him for the Roosters.
Yeah.
Well, but that's that team,
Specialist
Ross, on
centre,
paper.
Russ.
Surely you look at that Roosters team on paper and think you're hopeful this year.
What happens in the back line though? With that's
sorry.
I'm sorry, Scrooge McDuck. Is the money pit too deep?
Well, scribble those names down and tell me where everybody's playing. Like,
does it matter?
Dom Young, Daniel Two, they're the wingers.
Tedesco, 1.
Where does Swaliti play?
Rugby.
He's been fantastic. He's been fantastic on the wing. He's a outstanding winger.
So
Manu in the centres. Billy Smith, is he your other centre?
Yep.
Is he? And then that leaves you Tupou.
Yep.
Young and
Swaliti. I don't think Tupou makes the team.
And
then Kiri and Walker. That's a fair team, Russ.
Yeah. I don't know.
If they don't win the comp
Tupou's one of my first guys picked. Even now, I think he's one of the first guys on the team sheet.
If they don't win the comp next season, questions need to be asked.
Yes.
Rightly so.
I'm declaring it.
Pressure.
Yes. Pressure on who? Robbo?
Who? I'm not saying that. He's off me enough. Not putting any pressure on Robbo.
What's happened? Does Buzz need to come in? Do I need to call in the specialist? I mean, Buzz could sort out the Gaza Strip drama, but you and Robbo...
Well, he sorted out me and Ray, apparently. Apparently Ray eased off me after a chat with Buzz.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, can we get an updated Ray Hadley power rankings for the
Oh, yeah.
I might be off the bottom.
He left us hanging for more.
He was about number 30.
Russ loves a power rankings list.
We need an update there. Oh, Tyson Jackson's swanning around the office. He was up there. What was he, number 3 or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Young kid coming through.
That's right.
And, tell you what, he can hold a grudge, Ray, can't he?
Apparently, yeah.
It's all over now, I believe. The feud with Reedy's finished.
He moved on to someone else. Oh, Josh Drayton. I think he moved on to tomorrow.
Yeah.
He was ripping into them a little while ago.
He's still fighting the bloody Super League war or Vietnam, Hadley, isn't he, with the Eels stuff?
Let's not go too big in a Ray, because he'll target us. We need to just tone that down.
Oh, there's Dave Riccio walking past
Dave
us.
Riccio.
Yeah, just rung me, Dave.
Making faces at us through the glass.
He was limp in there, Dave.
He's favouring that left leg. Yeah, something's wrong there. We might have to check. We might have some breaking news on Dave Riccio.
If it's not cryptosporidium poisoning from being NZ. Speaking of NZ, Kurt Capewell's doing the rounds at the moment. So he looks like at 30, the guy likely to be squeezed out at the Broncos.
Well, they've re-signed Ricky, they've re-signed Pyakura, and they'll be their starting back rowers next year. So I'd imagine, they need the money. Obviously, with Ezra, they've got to re-sign Ezra Mam. They've got to re-sign, they've got to extend or upgrade Reece Walsh at some point. They need the cash. And right now he's I hate to use the term, a saleable commodity, right? Someone will take him because he's a winner.
Yep, he's a winner.
Still playing good footy.
Yep.
And he's just a good fella to have around your footy club. And Brisbane would love to keep him. I don't think he's actually gone to them at the moment and said, can I leave straight away? But they're not going to stand his way if he gets a deal that caters for him leaving now. And I think that's what the Warriors are looking at. Get him straight away, get him in the system.
The Warriors offer him 3 years if they get him now.
Yes. And Brisbane will chip in some coin this year or this season on him as well.
Yeah. Well, they owe him one back after taking Walsh, so
well, they've already paid. What, 2 months? I think by the time this happens, so he'd be on about 500-600, I'd imagine. 2 months of that. That's what, 100 grand probably that they've already chipped in. I think it'd be a really good signing for the Warriors.
And for a place that traditionally has been a bit of a hard sell sometimes with free agents, that's a good pickup for Andrew Webster.
Yeah,
if they get him.
So. Well, I've got to say, Andrew, because I texted him about the meeting, and he told me it was just a couple of old mates catching up because he was over there in fishing.
You hitting that camera?
And then Dave got the extracted the truth from types. So Andrew, please.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, come on now, Andrew.
How's Roger going to go in the centres? Tuivasa Sheck. I'm excited about that. Yeah,
I think he'll go good. He's a good footballer, isn't he?
I'm looking forward to that.
I think they might dip a little bit though, the Warriors. I just got a feeling they might. It's such a good year. I don't know.
Well, I tell you what, it's Sean Johnson. It relies. If Sean Johnson can have the year that he had this year, which is going to be tough to replicate, given it was such a great year and it came sort of out of the blue when we sort of thought he was on the wane a little bit. But maybe that Dally M snub was the best thing to happen to the Warriors. Might just give him a little bit of upside because they've got other halves there, but they're not Sean Johnson. Luke Metcalf's a good young kid. Chanel Harris, Tavita, Ronald Volkman. Good young kids. They're not all going to play, but they're not also Sean Johnson. So if Sean Johnson can have that year, but they're just an addition of Harris, Tavita, and Tuivasa Sheck, and potentially Kurt Capewell. You've lost Bailey Sheridan, who was a decent first grader, who's off to Catalans. That's all you lose. I think I can see only upside now, and you look at that New South Wales Cup team that David Tangatoa's taken over next season. They were prelim finalists as well this season, and now they've got a flag side coming in for next year. And I think the way that rugby union's going at the moment, there's opportunities there for the Warriors to really direct some of that good young talent into the club. And I don't think we'll see a yo-yo effect as far as dropping so badly down like they have for years and having one good year. But top four again's a tough ask because you just named that Roosters things. They've got to be top four, don't they?
100%.
South will bounce back.
Para, Manly.
Para. You optimistic?
You were about to say we'll bounce back and you stopped.
No, I said Para, Manly.
You mean Para, Manly.
I was just
something held you back there.
What's happening in Para? They haven't done much. Been quiet off season.
keeping their powder dry, waiting for the right signing.
The X Factor.
X Factor.
Oh, wow. You've been a bit disillusioned, Bob?
How is the search for the X Factor?
It's the same with the Bulldogs. You look around, there's the free agency market. I've never seen it this bare before. You know, teams that are signing up for longer, and we mentioned this before, when the salary cap went up, it enabled good clubs, established clubs, to retain those elite guys they've already got, but that next level down, so representative type guys, your Liam Martins, your Dylan Edwards, those guys who in another era might have gone to another club are now kept at those ones. So you're sort of waiting to see, waiting to see who blinks first, but, Canberra have got some money, Cronulla have got some money, Parramatta have got some money, the Tigers have got some money. They're all sitting there looking whether we can get a signing, but I don't know.
Anybody at Para? Any of the young blokes coming through who we might see that are getting you a little bit excited?
No, I think it's a wait and see approach, and because those young kids that won ball, from all reports they're still 12 months away. So your Matt Arthurs, your Richard Penasini's, guys like that, Charlie Geimer, Jock Brazel's a guy.
Colonel Sanders was
Ethan Sanders. Well,
Canberra bound, baby.
Canberra, I'd say so. Charlie Geimer, good young player. Jock Brazel, who was a schoolboys captain, great
Did
talent.
he make my top 50 list? Jock Brazel.
How long
ago was that?
He was a couple of years ago.
Oh, I might have missed him.
No, he wasn't in the Reed Man's.
What's the latest with Sanders? Wasn't it?
Because they've got to wait till round 6 for the new rules.
Parramatta are hopeful, but how can you keep him when
they're still hopeful they can?
I think he's basically said.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, he's a halfback. He can play halfback, and he's not a utility. They've got a young kid there, Josh Lynn, who a bit of a bigger body could maybe fill a 14 role at some point. Because I think BA's been saying that that he doesn't want to carry a specialist hooker on the bench. You've either got Hands or Joey Lussick. So there is a role for a 14 there. But Ethan Sanders, you've got Mitch is 27, 28.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
And Dylan at 22. There's not a place from there, which sucks as a team that develops a kid like Ethan Sanders. So
what's Matt Arthur like? Good player, Mobsy, or what?
Yeah. He, unlike Jake, looks a lot more like his father than Jake does.
Poor kid.
Yeah. I think height-wise as well, he's probably a bit more like his dad, but tough young kid, and can carry a chip on his shoulder in a good way, because saw they were getting beaten in a Harold Matts game a couple of years ago, and he came off half-time filthy, and then carried him on their shoulders in that second half and got him over the line. So, it's a big ask, but whether he could be a guy to come in a couple of years and be part of that hooking progression line, who knows? So nice. I don't know. No really big signings. So I'd like to see what Tuolangi does. I rated him at the Tigers attacking wise, but
he was very hit and miss at Manly, I thought, last year.
And Brad Arthur is very defensive minded with his edge forwards, and Bryce had a great year last season, didn't he? Bryce Cartwright. So you've got to sort of find your way there. If Sean Lane gets a bit of a clear run without injury, geez, this is a Parramatta therapy session, guys. Thanks for that. Do I have to charge by the hour? Or?
Yeah, that's right.